Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, September 13th, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. I am going to start with, let's start with this one. I think this is your upside for the day, 232.69. This channel top did contain Thursday's highs. It can continue to contain Friday's highs, perhaps, but I've also mentioned how, and we don't show it on any of the charts here. We don't even show it on this one, but there was a rising one-third speed line, as you recall, that set off a sell signal when we closed below it. That would have been Friday of last week, I believe. Yes, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, Friday of last week. And we closed back above it this week. That shifted the focus back into the bullish column. Now we're not using that speed line anymore as a trend defining element, but that having closed above it. And also I will say the triple Q and the SPY have both elicited their own meaningful buy signals this week, which I wish you could see. I mean, maybe you can, because maybe you are a wickedstocks.com subscriber. But if you go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 5-day free trial, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tesla doesn't follow those indexes, to the T, but there is certainly correlation there. Let me get back to this chart. 232.69 can contain daily highs. Now, might we fall all the way back to 215.91 today? I doubt it. But all of the minor points on the way down have been carefully chosen. They're very solid day trade levels. You probably know this already if you've been following the Tesla series for weeks or months. You know that all the minor points have this knack of containing intraday activity, sometimes even daily highs and lows. But holding below the 232.69 channel top will keep the market in reach of perhaps 215.91 today. Once again, I'm not expecting it, but I don't really have any solid downward pivot points that I think you can shift on to the downside for then anticipating 215.91. It really is kind of stair step. So if we were to test 215.91, it can contain intraday, possibly daily selling pressures. And, if we happen to break 215.91, then 209.37. I will say this, that so long as we're unable to close above 232.69 over the next couple of days, you should at least allow for the possibility of falling away back to 209.37. This band of channel support has yet to be tested since it formed following the high from about a week and a half ago. 209.37 lower right here in the support resistance is the beginning of a wide zone, 10 points wide down to 199.26, that can absorb selling on a weekly basis, possibly into October, and above which you should allow channel resistance at 248.81 as a 1 to 2 week likelihood. And that seems to be what's playing out right now. But we do need that settlement above 232.69 to clarify 248.81 is then a 3 to 5 day target. So yes, if we happen to push through 232.69 today, 237 even is likely. That is a 5/8 Fibonacci from the July high against that August low. And that can give the market trouble today, possibly containing a daily high. But I will say that closing above 232.69, we should Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, within 1 to 3 days, actually reach that 248.81 formation, where we could top out through next week, possibly through the rest of September, and fall away within 1 to 2 weeks back to channel support, back to some variation of this 199.29 to 209.37 region. Downside again today, holding below 232.69. This market can ease back, possibly all the way back to 215.91. I think that would be the extent of it today. But just know once again that if we do not close above 232.69, and you want to consider that a 3 to 5 day swing trade, you can. But I do want to underscore the fact that we've had buy signals in the SPY and the Q. We had a rejection of a sell signal in this stock about 3 or 4 days ago when we closed back above the rising one-third speed line. And so I do think 248.81 is sort of calling the market, if you will. And if we close today above 232.69, we should see it within 1 to 3 days. So careful selling 232.69 on anything other than a day trade basis. Holding it overnight over the weekend, I'm not crazy about that idea at all, especially if we kind of hang out in this upper vicinity. But yes, Yes, holding below 232.69 does allow the market to fall back into this 199.26 to 209.37 region over the next 3 to 5 days, where we could bottom out through next week and even, yes, into October trade. It would be. Now let's go to the big picture here. There is no sort of swinging for the fences signal at play right now, but that would come with a settlement below 199.26. So the downside, a big picture trade would be a settlement below 199.26, then indicating this descending channel bottom at 156.15 and dropping daily. That would be a 3 to 5 week move. And inversely, I've already mentioned a lot about this a 248.81 formation that is like a 2 to 3 day target if we settle today above 232.69. Closing above 248.81 over the next week or two would then be our upside sort of swinging for the fences, if you will. Our upside 3 to 5 week target would be 298 even if we were to close above 248.81. Until then, we have this sort of two-sided, upward moving dynamic, but it is a two-sided framework where you're selling 248.81 and you're buying, 209.37 down to 199.26. It's about as simple as that. And we really don't have a big picture 3 to 5 week play unless we happen to close above 248.81 or once again below 199.26. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. On Thursday, we put out a stock pick on DraftKings. A couple days earlier, American Tower. You could go back a week or two. We have relevant stock picks in play. You should check them out. We're always looking for 3 to 5 week out to 3 to 5 month move, and they're all setting up for longer term continuation. But we haven't received those signals just yet. They go off today, perhaps. Friday, end of the week. Friday is a big day for a longer-term buy and sell signals. And you should check out wickedstocks.com. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We offer a 5-day free trial. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's Tesla report, and you have a great weekend.